Timing like this. 2 p.m. का start होती है. Okay, good afternoon to all of you. We are going to begin this session by first of all discussing the solution of the last day's homework. Now, the last day's homework, it was basically one single reaction, and there were some questions you have to say whether there is any limiting reagent or not. So basically, what was the question? So actually, there's a substance A. Okay, it has got one atom. So this is an atom of some substance A. Then B2 is a molecule of some substance B, and there are two atoms, B2. So there are two atoms. It is diatomic. And AB2 is a compound which has got three atoms, 1A and 2B, right? So what is this A? What kind of a entity is? We can say it is one atom of A. So if I say A, that means it is one atom of A, right? If I say B2, what is it? It is a molecule. So one molecule of B2. Okay. So B2 means one molecule of B2, and in that one molecule, how many atoms are there? Two atoms are there. So B2 means one molecule of a substance B2, and that one molecule has how many atoms? Two atoms. Then AB2 is also one molecule. It has got one atom of A and two atoms of B. So total it has got three atoms. So A plus B2 is equal to AB2. This is the reaction. Now there is another way of talking about this reaction. Instead of saying one atom of A reacts with one molecule of B2 to give one molecule of AB2, instead of saying it like that, we can also say in terms of moles. We can also say in terms of moles, right? So you know, you have studied in the lower classes that mole is 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. What does 1 mole mean? 6.02 10 to the power 23. So you can say 1 mole of A atoms, 1 mole of B2 molecules reacts to give 1 mole of AB2 molecules. Why do we say mole? We can just say 1 atom of A reacts with 1 molecule of B2 to give 1 molecule of AB2. We can just say like that. Why do we need to use mole? Try to recall in your lower classes when you studied mole is more easier to calculate in normal day-to-day life, right? So if you have 1 mole of carbon atoms, I think you may remember 1 mole of carbon atoms is 12 grams, right? I think you all remember, right? 1 mole, like 1 atom of carbon is 12 AMU. If you say 1 atom of carbon, then it will be 12 AMU. AMU full form is atomic mass unit. If you say 1 mole of carbon, it will be 12 grams. So if you say 1 atom of carbon, it will be 12 AMU. If you say 1 mole of carbon, it will be 12 grams. So why do we use mole? So try to recall from your past that 1 atom is 12 AMU, but 12 AMU is too small. AMU, just to give you an idea, AMU is 1.66. Okay, AMU is 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Right? What is AMU? It is 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. It's too small, so we don't find it very convenient to use. So if you say 12 AMU, that means 12 into 1.66 10 to the power minus 27 kg, which is not very convenient. But if you say 12 gram, then it makes it very clear what is the measurement. So we prefer to use mole. And once again, what is mole? What is mole? Mole is (6.02 into 10 to the power 23). So if you say 1 mole of carbon, that is 6.02 into 10 to the power 23 atoms of carbon, correct? So there was a concept that AMU is the way to measure an atomic mass. AMU is also used to measure molecular mass, but it will give very, very small quantities. So it's better to write your answer in terms of mole. So coming back to the homework question was that A plus B2 is equal to AB2. So in this question, firstly, if you react 300 atoms of A with 200 molecules of B2. So if you have written A, that was the first question actually. Suppose A is 300 atoms and B2 is 200 molecules. So if A is 300 atoms and B2 is 200 molecules, in that case, what will happen is that you know that one atom reacts with one molecule to give one molecule. That is what happens. Now suppose this is 300 atoms and suppose this is 200 molecules. So then what will happen is this will be 200 molecules, this will be 200 atoms, and this will be 200. That means 300 is available, but used will be only 200. So that means this one is the limiting reagent. So limiting reagent is that one which is in short supply. So this is one atom, one molecule is one molecule. But suppose if there are 300 atoms and 200 molecules, 200 molecules will be used, but out of 300 only 200 will be used, because if this is 1, this is 1, so if this is 200, this is 200, and answer is also 200. So out of 300 only 200 will be used. So this one is the limiting reagent. It is controlling how much is the output. So the reactant which is in short supply will control the output. It is called the limiting reagent. Similarly, number 2. So 2 moles of A and 3 moles of B. So if this is 2 moles, then 2 moles will be used. So this is the limiting reagent. So this is the limiting reagent. So if this is 2 mole then it will be used fully. Out of 3, only 2 mole will be used. So this is the limiting reagent. Then we come to number 3. Suppose 100 atoms and 100 molecules. So there will be no limiting reagent at all. Suppose 100 atoms, 100 molecules. So this is also 100, that is also 100. So there won't be any limiting reagent and you will get 100 molecules. Then we come to number 4. Now suppose A is 5 moles and B2 is 2.5 moles. Suppose A is 5 moles and B2 is 2.5 moles. So this is 2.5, so it will be used fully. And this is 5, but only 2.5 will be used and rest will be left over, and answer will be 2.5. So this is the limiting reagent. So it's very simple. Watch out for the one which is in short supply. That will be the limiting reagent. Then we come to number 5. (2.5 mole and 5 mole). So this is 2.5, it will be used fully. This is 5, only 2.5 will be used. So this is the limiting reagent. So the one which is in short supply, once again, is the limiting reagent. Why? Because it will control the output of the reaction. And of course the answer AV2, this will also be 2.5 moles. So that's it. You have to just keep an eye which one is in short supply. The one which is in short supply, that one will be the limiting reagent. Okay. Okay. So what I will do today is that I will give some more homework on limiting reagent, and you can do it by Monday 9 p.m. Actually, after today, the next session will be on Monday. There won't be any session tomorrow. So you can do the homework by Monday. Okay, so I'll tell you what you have to do and you can submit it by Monday 9 p.m. Okay, now we come to the first homework question. Actually, this time I will be giving two homework questions. So we come to the first homework question. Carbon plus oxygen equal to CO2. This is a reaction. C plus O2 equal to CO2. This is a reaction. In this reaction, there are three situations given. First situation, carbon is 1 mole and oxygen is unlimited. You have to say how much carbon dioxide will be produced. Either you can say the answer in mole, you can say the answer in gram, you can say the answer in any form you like. You can say mole, gram, doesn't matter. So if carbon is 1 mole and oxygen is unlimited, how much CO2 is produced? The second one, carbon is 1 mole, oxygen is 16 gram, how much CO2 is produced? That is the second question. Third one, carbon is 2 mole, oxygen is 16 gram, how much CO2 is produced? So in all three of them, you have to say how much of the carbon dioxide is produced. And remember, the way to do this question is that You will have to first identify the limiting reagent, the one which is in short supply. The one which is in short supply will control the amount of carbon dioxide, just like we did in this question. That's how you'll have to try. So this is the first homework question. Now I'm giving another one. There are total 2 homework questions today. Okay, and the second homework question for today. Acha, by the way, just I'm informing you about the atomic masses. Carbon is 12 AMU, oxygen is 16 AMU, nitrogen is 14 AMU, hydrogen is 1 AMU. These are the atomic masses, right? Okay, so the second question for today, nitrogen plus 3H2 is 2NH3. You have been told that nitrogen available is 2 kilograms and hydrogen available is 1 kilogram. You will have to predict how much ammonia is formed. NH3 is ammonia. So the method is once again the same. You will have to identify that out of these two, which one is the limiting reagent. The one which is the limiting reagent, that one is in short supply. So that one will control the output of the reaction. So you have to identify the limiting reagent, and from there you will have to predict how much of ammonia will be formed. So this is the second homework question for today. So these are the 2 homework questions. For doing these 2 questions, please use this data of atomic masses. As I said, the next session will be on Monday. Tomorrow there is no session, and you have to submit this homework within 9 PM of Monday. I'll end the session now. Thanks a lot. Bye all of you.